Hey everyone, I'm in NBA 2K22 and here's how to dunk. So that was one type of dunk. Let me show you one more and then I'll show you how this is done. That's a two-handed dunk. Right, so there are different ways to dunk in the game and sort of different tips depending on the team that you've got and where you can shoot from. So first of all, how do we do it? So left stick moves you around, of course, but the secret to dunking is you need to be sprinting. So on the Xbox, that's a right trigger to hold that down in your sprint. That's R2 on the PlayStation. So as we hold that down and then we come forwards, and then depending on how you move the right stick will depend on how you do a dunk. So you need to be near the hoop. And if you hold up, you will get a two-handed dunk like that. So sprint, left, right trigger R2, left stick to come forwards, and hold up on the right stick, and you'll get that. That's the two-handed dunk. Okay, so the next type of dunk that you've got is a one-handed dunk, and you can do this by either moving the right stick to the left or the right, kind of like a diagonal left or diagonal right upwards to get a one-handed dunk. So let's do this one. I missed it. Sorry, I was too far away. Let's do that again. That was still the two-handed. Let's go again. There you go. There's a one-handed dunk. So I was sort of, it's more left than up, but it does say in the sort of help system it's diagonal, but it's sort of hit and miss, I think. There you go. There we got that one. And then the hardest of the dunks is to use down on the right stick as we sprint forwards. And then you get this timing indicator. And if you get it wrong like there, that one, it said was very late, you'll miss the dunk. So this tends to be the coolest looking of the dunks. I was a little bit early there. Let's try again. There we go. Excellent. And then you get like quite a cool looking hang off the dunk there. Now you can see that Jordan's stamina there was flashing, and if that runs low, you're going to struggle to do the dunk because when that runs out, he can't sprint, so he's not going to be able to dunk. So if that happens, just rest a bit and learn to practice here. So I'm going to talk about this practice area here and also how you figure out whether a player is good at dunking as well, because that's also important. If you've got a small player who can't reach the hoop, they're not going to be able to dunk. And amusingly, in the practice area, I think the player can't dunk, so you need to go into a particular area to practice this. So where am I? Let's have a little look. Let's quit out of here. And then I'll show you how you practice with specific players. So if I come out to the root menu, then you've got Play Now. And then if you go to 2KU and go to Freestyle rather than Training Game, because this dude doesn't seem to be able to dunk in here, and I don't think you can change them. So Freestyle, bizarrely, I find this weird, but on the right-hand side is home and the left-hand side is away. It's always different in the UK. We would have home on the left side, but hey ho. So I'll just change these dudes here. So I'm using left trigger, right trigger to adjust the team, but this is current NBA and USA teams. So that's L2 and R2 on the PlayStation. And if you want to change to different styles like all-time NBA teams, that's L1, R1 or LB, RB on the Xbox. So we've got Rising Stars here, all these different ones, or we could go with actual teams. So all-time Rockets, for example. I'm using the left stick to move between these teams here, so you can see that's saying I'll control there, but on the right side, the home team, I want to control. So I've moved that over there with the right stick, and then I'm going to change to the all-time NBA teams with LBRB, and then right trigger, and I'm going to go and find... oh, my brain's gone. Chicago Bulls, who I just was a minute ago, so we can have Jordan, who of course was like the king of the dunks, so you can see 99 rating. So that'll go there, and we'll go cool, start this, and then you'll come into this area here where you can practice. So you can see Jordan's there, and we can run forwards and dunk like we were before. But how do you know if a player is good at dunking? Well, there's a couple of different things. First of all, quickest check is to look at the hot zones. So you should see an icon down the bottom of your screen that says 4 hot zones, and for me it's the screens button. So when I turn that on, I can see the zones that Jordan is good with. So he was good at shooting 2-pointers here, or coming in real close and dunking from here. So when we're in that area, we should be able to do it. So we sprint forwards, up on the D-pad, and we get that 2 hanging pointer thing there. Now the other thing that you can do, you can turn that off just by flicking that same button like so. But if you hit pause and then go to substitutions, and then have a little look in here, you can see overall rating, and I think for dunks you're looking at the inside or the INS area there, rather than the mid and the three-pointer areas. So if they've got a good rating there, they should be able to dunk. If they can't dunk, also have a little look at their height, because the taller the better, really. So you can see Jordan at 6'6". He's not massive for a basketball player, but he was awesome, but perfectly capable of dunking. Scottie Pippen, 6'8", so also good at dunking. 2 inches tall is going to help him dunk, but he's not got as high a rating there. But you may see some people like Rodman, he's a B- for dunking, so maybe not quite so good there. But you know, that's just different ones that you can pick. And if you want to try a different player, you can just hold down select. So down the bottom it'll show you what buttons it is. For me it's A, and then show who you want to swap with, and then they will swap round. So you can see now Pippin is the practice player, and then to confirm I hit the menu button, and do I want to make a substitution? Yes. Come out here, and now we can see we've got Pippin there, and then we can do the dunks with him. And he's that little bit taller, so you can see he doesn't have to jump quite as high as Jordan to do these dunks that we've got. And that's it, really. That's how you practice it. That's how you do dunks. So I hope that was useful to you. If it was, give us a thumbs up, please. That's much appreciated. Any comments, welcome. And if I missed anything, one last thing just before we go. If you want to see the controls on your platform, hit and pause controls. And if you come down here, there's two-hand dunk. So it says right trigger, move and hold up while dunking. Dominant or offhand dunk, so up, left or right, close. And aggressive skill dunk, which was the last one that we were showing, or the one with the timing bar. The hardest one to do is there. That's it, really. So if that was useful, thumbs up, please. Much appreciate comments. Also awesome to tell other people whether this video was good. And if you like this sort of stuff, please hit that subscribe button. I'll be adding more 2K22 stuff in coming weeks. So if you want to be kept up to date with my latest and greatest, hit that. But I also cover many other games like Elden Ring, FIFA 22, and many more. Thanks so much for watching.